At approximately 2:27 this morning, San Francisco police officers were dispatched to the residence of Speaker Nancy Pelosi regarding an A-priority well-being check. When the officers arrived on scene, they encountered an adult male and Mr. Pelosi's husband, Paul. Our officers observed Mr. Pelosi and the suspect both holding a hammer. The suspect pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and violently assaulted him with it. Our officers immediately tackled the suspect, disarmed him, took him into custody, requested emergency backup, and rendered medical aid. The suspect has been identified as 42-year-old David DePape. Mr. Pelosi and Mr. DePape were transported to a local hospital for treatment. This is an active investigation currently being led by the San Francisco Police Department Special Investigations Division. We are working closely with our partners from the FBI, the U.S. Attorney's Office, the U.S. Capitol Police, and our district attorney here in San Francisco County, D.A. Brooke Jenkins, and her team. The motive for this attack is still being determined. Mr. DePape will be booked at the San Francisco County Jail on the following charges: attempted homicide, assault with a deadly weapon, elder abuse, burglary, and several other additional felonies. Before I go any further, I'd like to thank the responding officers for their swift action this morning. Those San Francisco police officers are Officer Colby Wilmus, Officer Kyle Cagney, and Sergeant Edmund Hoang. I'd also like to thank our emergency dispatcher, Heather Grimes, who's standing here to my left, for a really amazing job. For inquiries regarding Mr. Pelosi and his condition, we refer you to the statement issued by Speaker Pelosi's office this morning. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our District Attorney, Brooke Jenkins, for a few brief comments. And let me say in advance, this is what we know at this time. We will update you further, but we will not be able to take any questions after this statement.
Thank you, Chief Scott, and I do want to commend the San Francisco Police Department for their immediate response to this home and for swiftly making sure that Mr. Pelosi was okay and that the suspect was apprehended. We are working closely with them right now with respect to the investigation and will proceed with the appropriate charges as things unfold, as well as work with the U.S. Attorney's Office and our federal partners. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all for being here. I know you may have, we'll update you when we get more.
Do you know how he got into the house?
That's it for right now. We're not going to take any questions. Thank you. Our office will be issuing a news release very soon, but that's it for now. Thank you.
We'll wait for that news release in the hopes of learning even more details, but a very, very brief update press conference with the San Francisco Police Chief, Bill Scott, who told us that officers were dispatched around 2:20 local time there in San Francisco to the home of Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Her husband was there at the time when they arrived with the suspect. He said both were holding hammers at the time, and it sounded like, if I was understanding it correctly, you heard as well, that when they arrived, the suspect then attacked Paul Pelosi with the hammer, and then officers moved in and apprehended him. Both Paul Pelosi and the suspect were taken to an area hospital where we are told Paul Pelosi is expected to fully recover, according to the statement we got from Nancy Pelosi's office earlier today. We also learned the identity of the man in custody. 42-year-old David DePape is his name. We don't know much about him, but we have learned that he will be booked on several potential charges, including attempted homicide, elder abuse, burglary, and others. I think that sums up the new information that we got from this press conference. Let's bring back some of our guests, and I'll start with you, Evan Perez. Just bring our viewers up to speed now that we have a little bit fuller picture on what we know at this hour.
Yeah, and it appears that the police were responding to some kind of wellness check, and it's not clear what triggered that, whether it was a security system or whether there was some other reason that perhaps Mr. Pelosi was able to get someone to get the police to come to the residence. But the fact is, the police were inside the home and they saw it, according to the police there, they saw at least a part of the attack take place, which was Mr. Pelosi was holding the hammer with the suspect, David DePape, and they saw him carry out at least some of the assault that he is now charged with. They were able to take custody of him. We have now gotten a better picture, a little bit of a better picture of this suspect. Some of our fantastic team on our investigative team here at CNN has been looking into his social media presence. They've talked to people around him, people who know him, and they paint a very disturbing picture. Somebody who has been obsessed with everything from political themes, 2020 election, for instance. He's been posting YouTube videos concerned about the 2020 election, as well as the January 6th investigative committee, the House committee that's investigating the January 6th attack. There are some religious themes on some of the videos and so on he's posted on social media. And again, it sort of gives you a little bit of the picture of why, you know, there is now this investigation that involves the FBI, as well as the Capitol Police and the San Francisco Police Department, as they're trying to get a handle on the motivation. It's clear now, certainly from what Jamie Gangel has heard from her sources, that the attacker went there looking for the Speaker of the House of Representatives. She was not there. Obviously, she was. If she were, her detail would have been there with at the home, but she was not there, and so that's the reason why the police, when they arrived, there was no other security, and they interrupted the attack as it was ongoing. Again, a very scary scenario for an 82-year-old man fighting off an attacker, now identified by police as David DePape, 42 years old, we're told, and someone who was posting very actively on social media with a lot of conspiracy theories, everything ranging from COVID origins to things related to the January 6th investigation by the January 6th committee there in the House of Representatives, Anna.
And an acquaintance telling CNN that he seemed out of touch with reality. Our Chief Ramsey's with us again. Your reaction to what we're learning about this suspect, Chief?
Well, we didn't learn a lot about the suspect, but that's because there's an awful lot going on right now behind the scenes. But you do have a name, and I'm sure that search warrants have been executed. They've already probably obviously gone through all the social media that they can. And so there's a lot of things that have gone on right now. It seems to me, at least it sounded to me when I was listening to Chief Scott, that perhaps the alarm was triggered when the person made the entry into the home. When you have high-profile individuals like a Speaker of the House or someone in your jurisdiction, your computer-aided dispatch system, your CAD system would flag that address. So if anything came up at all, whether it was a phone call, whether it was an alarm or whatever, that would be a priority 1 response. He called it a priority A. That's what they call it in San Francisco. But that's get there as quickly as possible, light sirens, and so forth. So that would get a very, very rapid response. And that very well could have been how they knew that something was going on and they responded so quickly.
Why do you think they gave so little information and didn't take questions?
Well, because they've got a lot of work yet to do, and they don't want to put out any information that's not 100% verified. But there's a lot going on right now behind the scenes. And you don't know if this person had associates. I mean, you just don't know the answers to a lot of that. But I do know that Chief Scott is one of the best police chiefs in the country. I know him very, very well. And, right now they're the lead on this. But behind the scenes, believe me, the FBI is a major player in this, along with the U.S. Capitol Police. And they're trying to see whether or not there are other people that perhaps when they go to his website, there could be other names that were there. And they're checking and making sure that they have adequate security. I'm speculating a bit, but you don't know what they may have found that would cause them not to put out any more information than they already have. So things will be coming out over time, no question about it.